Welcome back to Cadet Soccer Stadium, the first major setback of the Air Force season as they are blanked for the first time in 2025. 3-0 the final score. Cal Poly, meanwhile, picks up their first win of the young campaign. Once again, back in the booth, Jeff Bennett and Ryan Kaufman. And Jeff, this was a Cal Poly team that we knew. We mentioned this before the match, that they had quality. It was only a matter of time before they broke out, and unfortunately tonight they broke out against the Falcons.
Yeah, I blame myself. I brought that up at pregame, that this could be a moment where if they get one, there's going to be a second and a third and so on and so forth. And they looked really good in that first 45. Air Force, credit to them. They came out in the second half and made things much more difficult. You can see how the shots were completely skewed from first half to second half and just the opportunities. But ultimately, at the end of the day, Cal Poly did more than enough to win this game.
Well, and I think you'll look, if you're just dropping in, and go, wow, Air Force had 5 shots on goal. Cal Poly only had 3, and Cal Poly finished them. Well, that doesn't ultimately tell the whole story, because all 3 of Cal Poly's shots were either to wide open goals or they put it in a place where Air Force had no chance to play on. Meanwhile, the other side, there was a lot of easy saves for Cal Poly's keeper, Nicky McCune, as we take a look at the goals. To illustrate my point, that went off of a set piece, first goal of the season for Tanner Casey in his first match of the season. That one was the most freakish of all of them, as it just came right off that post to Rylan Feruznam, who put it in for his first goal of the year. And then this one, that was probably the one that if you are Brody Smith, you feel like you needed to do better on that one. And for Air Force, we talked about them winning the second half. It was ultimately a draw, both teams with no goals. But I thought that Air Force did outplay Cal Poly for much of that second half and got a couple of opportunities.
No doubt, and their energy was good. You could tell they were working together. Great opportunity there. Great feat to get out of a tight situation and have a go on goal. But, yeah, you can build from that. And yes, you lost the game at 3-0. The second half was better. But again, when you're building something in your image, right, because he's building his team in his image, what he wants to see, it's going to take time, but you're going to look at one positive step here, another here, and just that continued building and growth. And I think you saw that in the second half.
So, as a coach, better that there's more time before the next game, or do you wish that there was a Monday turnaround?
You know, the way that they managed their game tonight, I thought was intelligent. They had the players out there that they wanted to see. They got minutes on their legs. They got experience. Look, you're going to break down video now. You'll probably give the guys maybe a day off, but you're going to break down video. You're going to have a lot to do now from a tactical and technical perspective in this next week to get ready for your next one. I like having the week off. I don't think there's enough one-off games, one-off weeks, I should say, throughout the season. Play one game more like a professional setting as opposed to a battle of attrition in terms of playing 2 games in 3 days. See what your group is made of and see how smart they are in the training this week.
Well, for Air Force, the first time, as I mentioned, they've been shut out this season, but 2 more matches left on this homestand before that also important trip east to take on Penn and Service Academy rival Navy. That's going to do it for us here at Cadet Soccer Stadium. For Jeff Bennett, I'm Ryan Kaufman saying so long from Cadet Soccer Stadium, where the final score is Cal Poly 3 to Air Force's 0. All games airing on the ESPN networks are streaming live and archived on the ESPN app. This has been a presentation of ESPN.